Okay, good morning, class. Today we are going. Now we are going to start with our Google Meet class for the English lesson for this week. Okay, so what you need for today is you will need your module. I expect everyone have a module by now. Does anyone of you doesn't have a module yet? Please speak out. Okay, so I assume that none of you are saying anything, that all of you have your module right now. Okay, before that, I want to ask, can you hear my voice?
Yes.
Yes, okay, good. Okay, so today we are going to do Unit 7 grammar. Okay, so today's grammar topic is present perfect, affirmative, and negative. Now remember, affirmative means positive sentences, and negative means negative sentences. Now, I want to explain to you the usage of this module. Okay, this module helps you to learn English. Okay, so the first thing you need to read about this module is this, okay, the introduction. Where is the introduction? The introduction will always be in activity 1. Let me highlight the introduction. Okay, so this is the introduction. Oh, wait. Okay, so that is the introduction. When you cannot join a Google Meet class, okay, you need to read the introduction. Inside the introduction, there is objective for the lesson. So for today's lesson, okay, sorry about that. Okay, so you need to know the objective of the lesson. For example, for today, we have 3 objectives. Okay, so you read, hello students, today we are going to learn about the present perfect. By the end of the lesson, students should be able to write the past participle of irregular verbs, use gone and been in sentences, and last, complete the sentences with present perfect, affirmative, and negative sentences. Okay, so these are your 3 objectives for the lesson. Okay, once you know the objective of the lesson, you can read the notes. The notes are this one. Okay, so if you look, there's quite a lot of notes here. Okay, so all of these are the notes. Okay, All of these are the notes. You need to read it, you need to understand the notes. Once you've understand the notes, you can do the exercise. Oops. Okay, you can do the exercise. Also, wish cikgu tak perasan cikgu dah conteng benda ni. Okay, so these are the exercise. Okay, so if you look here, you have activity 2, activity 3, activity 4, and activity 5 as your exercise. So that means you have 4 exercise to complete for today. Okay, now once you've completed your exercise, okay, if you did not attend the Google Meet class, you need to take a picture of your exercise, of your completed exercise, and send it to me. Okay, after that, I will tick your attendance as present. Okay, do you understand so far?
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, good. Okay, so it doesn't mean that you don't attend the Google Meet class, you don't do the exercise, okay? Because by the end of July, you should already finish all the exercises in the module. And remember, the exercise from the module are the exercise inside your Pulse 2 book. When you return to school, the teacher will not be repeating this exercise anymore. Okay, so that's why it's very important for you to do it now. If you don't do it now, you will not do it again later in the year. Okay, now let's start with the lesson for today. Okay, so I've already explained to you the objective. Okay, so let's look at the notes. Okay, today we are going to learn present perfect. Okay, we use present perfect to talk about past experiences when we do not say exactly when they happen. Okay, so there are two sentences here. I want you to compare. Okay, let me zoom in so you can have a clear look at it. Okay, compare these two sentences. Okay, the first one is the present perfect sentence. He's been to Paris. Okay, but you don't know when he has been to Paris. Okay, maybe he was there yesterday, or maybe he was there last week, or maybe he was there 10 years ago, or maybe he was there last month. We don't know when because the time was not mentioned. But look at the second sentence. The second sentence is a past simple sentence. He went to Paris in 2013. Okay? For this sentence, we know exactly what time he went to Paris. It was in 2013. Okay? It was not last month, it was not yesterday, it was in 2013. Okay, so that is the difference between present perfect and past simple. Okay, so let's look at present perfect sentences. When we write a present perfect sentence, we use past participle form of the verb. Now, past participle. This is very important for you to know. Okay, past participle is a set of words. Okay, you cannot create them. It is already a set of words that you need to know. Okay, so let's look at this notes first. Okay, remember, for irregular verbs, past simple and past participle have different spelling from their infinitive form. Okay, so I've given three examples here. Three examples of infinitive. Okay, the first one is read. Look at the past simple. The past simple of read is read, and the past participle of read is also read. Let's look at the second example. Have. The past simple of have is had, and the past participle of have is also had. Okay, now let's look at break. The past simple of break is broke, and the past participle of break is broken. Okay, sometimes the forms are different from each other. Okay, the past participle is not always the same with past simple. Okay, so that is for irregular verbs. Now, for regular verbs, okay, the past simple and the past participle always ends with ed. Okay, let me give you two examples. Walk. The past simple of walk is walked, and the past participle of walked is walked. You just add ed. Now let's look at the next one. Smile. The past simple of smile is smiled, and the past participle of smile is also smiled. Okay? So now, how do I know what is the past simple and what is the past participle of a word? Okay? You can refer to the back of the module for a list of irregular verbs and its past participle form. Okay, so now I want everybody to turn at the back of your English module. Find the list of past simple and past participle. Okay, I'm going to do the same thing here as well. Okay, I found it on my module. Okay, so this is the list of irregular verbs. Here you can see what is the infinitive, what is the past simple, and what is the past participle of a word. Now, when you do your exercise later, if you don't know the past participle or the past simple of a word, you can refer to this list. Okay, for example, what is the past participle of drink? Okay, so let's look. What is the past participle of drink? Now, we look at the letter D. Because drink starts with the letter D. So D, D, D. Oh, here it is. Drink. So drink. What is the past participle? The past participle is drunk. Very good. Okay, 1 second. Okay, let's continue with our exercise. Oh wait, not exercise yet. Let's continue with our notes. Okay, so now you are going to learn how to write an affirmative sentence of a present perfect tense. Okay, write an affirmative sentence of a present perfect tense. Okay, now remember, first is the subject. Okay, you cannot put anything else but the subject. It can be I, it can be he, it can be she, it can be it can be you, it can be we, it can be they. Or, what happened? Or it can also be the cat, or my parents, or Ali, or any other subject. Okay, so let's look at the second column. After you've written the subject, you need to write down has or have. Look at this. Has or have. Okay? First is the subject. The second is has and have. Now, why is there an apostrophe S and apostrophe VE? Now, the apostrophe is the short form of has. Okay, for example, what is the short form of have? Apostrophe VE. Okay, and what is the, let me mute this. And what is the short form of has? It's apostrophe S. Okay, so when you write it in a sentence, you write it like this: IVE, and you pronounce it as I've. Okay, for the second one, he, okay, and this is how you write it: he apostrophe s, and you pronounce it as he's, she's, or its. Okay, so the next one, you apostrophe ve. Okay, so how do you pronounce it? You've, we've, they've. Okay, so do not get confused. Don't question yourself. What is apostrophe S? What is apostrophe VE? Okay, so these are the short form for has and have. And I want to point to you he, she, and it. This is singular. And you, we, they, this is plural. Okay? And then in the third column, you have the past participle. So remember, when you write a present perfect tense, you must have these three things. You must have the subject, you must have the has or have, and you must also have the past participle. Okay, let's look at the sentences now. Let's look at the first one. I've read about England in books. Okay, the second sentence. She's had lessons at home. And let's look at the third one. We've lived all their life in the USA. Okay, that is how you write affirmative sentence for the present perfect tense. Now let's look at the negative sentence. How do you write negative sentence for the present perfect tense? Okay, let's look at, what you need to have first. Okay, similar to the affirmative sentence, you need to have the subject first. Now, for the second one, you need to have has not or have not. The not here, the not here makes the sentence negative. If you don't have not, it becomes positive. If you have the not, it becomes negative. Okay, and the last one, you also have past participles. Okay, So let's look at the sentence. The first one, I haven't visited a big city. He hasn't used a computer. The third one, they haven't traveled by plane. Okay, it's very similar. You still need a subject. You need to have has or have, and you also need to have past participle when you write a present perfect tense. What makes it different for affirmative and negative sentences is the not. Affirmative doesn't have not. For negative, it has not. Remember? Present, perfect. Where is it? A present, perfect tense. For affirmative, you don't have not. For negative, you have not. Okay, do you understand so far?
Yes.
Do you have any question?
No.
No. Okay, good, Ibrahim. Okay, next, let's go to the first activity for today. The first activity is very simple. Okay, you need to write the past participle of these verbs. Okay, so you can refer to the back of the module for a list of irregular verbs and its past participle form. So now, what I want you to do is I want you to complete activity 2 in 1 minute. Okay, so now it's 11:27. By 11:29 a.m. Okay, so we're just going to assume we're going to start at 11:28. Okay, so in 1 minute, I want you to complete this exercise. Can you do it? Yes, I am going to assume you can do it. Okay,
Yes.
okay, good. Okay, so now I want you to do it now. And while you do that, I am going to show you the list to make your life easier. Is it too small for you to see? Maybe it is too small. Okay, if you cannot see the list here, you can refer it to the back of the module. Okay, so your 1 minute is up. Okay, so now we are going to discuss the answers. Okay, I'm trying to get the question because I cannot remember the question. Can you tell me what is the first word that you're supposed to look for?
Go.
Go. Okay, so here it is. Let me zoom that in. I hope everybody can see it. Okay, so here is the word go. So remember, the second column is always past simple. That is not what we want. We want past participle. So what is the past participle of go? It is gone. What is the second word that you're supposed to look for?
Make.
Make. Okay, here it is. Okay, so here is the infinitive form. You need to find the past participle. So the answer is made. What is the third word that you're supposed to look for?
See.
See. Where is see? Okay, here is see. And the past participle is
See.
seen. Good. What is the next word?
Do.
Do. Where is do? Okay, here is do. And the past participle is done.
Done.
Yes, very good. Okay, let's look at the next one. Laugh. Okay, if you see here, we have learn, we have live, we have lose. Laugh is not in the list. What does that mean? That means that laugh is a regular verb. And remember, for regular verb, we add ed. It becomes laughed. Did you get that correct?
Yes.
Yes.
Very
Yes.
good. Okay. Now let's look at the next one. Come. Okay, where is C? Okay, here it is. Here it is. Come. So the past participle of come is also come. Okay, the next one. Give. Oh, here it is. Give. The past participle is given. Next, want. Where is want? Okay, one is not here as well. You see, we have
One.
where, we have when, we have right. So can somebody give me the answer? What is the past participle of one?
Wanted.
Wanted.
Yes, very good, all of you. Wanted. Okay, next, the last one, think. Okay, here is think. It is in the list. So the past participle of think is thought. Okay, very good. Okay, now let's look at the next exercise. Exercise. Oh, where is this? Where is it? Okay, exercise 3. Okay, for activity 3, you will need to read the sentences about Andrew Miller and circle the correct words. For this one, you need to pay attention to the subject. Okay? Pay attention to the subject. Is it singular or is it plural? Remember, if it is singular, you have to use has. If it is plural, you need to use have. So pay attention to the subject. So I'm just going to circle subject. Okay, his parents, he, he, he again, his family. Okay, his family. Is that singular or plural? I'll let you decide. Okay, so I'll give you 1 minute to do this exercise. Now it's already 11:34. By 11:36, you should have finished it already. Okay, please start now. By the way, I have prepared a Google quiz, a Google form for you to fill in for your attendance. Okay, you can check inside my message for WhatsApp or in Telegram. I am also going to post the link here, okay, for you to fill in. Or maybe I will give it to you later, not now, because it's already 11:36. Okay, so let's discuss the answer. Okay, so let's look at the first sentence. His parents. There's an S at the back. Parents. So is that singular or plural?
Plural.
So we have to use.
Have.
Very good, Ibrahim. Okay, we have to use have. So that is the correct answer. His parents have allowed him to go to Britain. Let's look at the second one. He. He is singular or plural?
Singular.
Very good, Ibrahim. He is singular, so we have to use has. And the short form of has is apostrophe S.
Have.
So the answer is his. Okay, very good. Let's look at the next one. He hasn't. What is the past participle of see? Which one is the past participle? Is it seen or saw?
Seen.
Yes, very good. The past participle is seen. So the answer is he hasn't seen a football match. Okay, next. He. Is this singular or oh, wait. This is singular, but which one is the correct one? Are we supposed to use isn't or hasn't?
Hasn't.
Yes, very good. We're supposed to use hasn't, not isn't. Okay, so the answer is he hasn't called his parents in the USA. Now let's look at the next one. His family. His family. Is that singular or plural?
Plural.
Yes, plural. Because in a family, you have your mother, you have your father, you have your big brother, you have your big sister, you have your little sister, you have your little brother. So his family. Okay, so his family are sad because which one is the correct one? Dave or days?
If.
Dave. Very good. Okay, his family are sad because Dave missed him. Okay, let's look at activity 4 now. But wait a minute. Okay, let's continue. Okay, so in activity 4, we are going to learn about gone and been. Okay, for gone, okay, let's look at the sentence first. Okay, the first sentence. Andrew has gone to Britain. Okay, that means that he, Andrew, is still in Britain. He hasn't returned yet. For the second sentence, Andrew has been to Britain. That means that he is not in Britain anymore. He was there sometime, we don't know when, but he has returned back. Okay, so he's not in Britain anymore. Okay, so when you want to decide when to use gone or been, ask yourself, where is this person? Is he still there? Or is has he returned home? Okay, so for this exercise, I'm not going to let you do it on your own. We're going to discuss it together. Okay, so Let's look at the first sentence. Fiona isn't here. She's for a walk. So ask yourself, is she still walking or has she finished walking? Okay, wait 1 minute. Okay, now I'm going to choose one person. Okay, Mohammad Razi. I want to hear your answer. What is your answer for number one? Is it gone or been? Razi? Been. Okay, so your answer is been. Now, been means that she has finished walking. Okay? If you choose been, she has finished walking and she has returned back. But look at the first part of the sentence. Fiona isn't here. So that's mean that she is still walking. If she is still walking, you have to use gone. Okay, good attempt. Okay, so let's look at the next one. Okay, I haven't to Paris, but I'd love to go. Okay, so my question, has she been? Dang it, I gave you the answer. Okay, never mind. Okay, has she been to Paris?
Not.
No, she hasn't. Okay, so is she in Paris right now?
Not.
No, so the answer is been. Okay, because why is it been? Gone. The person is still doing whatever the person is in the said area. For been, the person is not in the said area. Oh, can you hear that?
Yes.
My baby is awake. Okay, so let me explain this first. Said area. Okay, set area is the area mentioned in the sentence. Okay, for the second one, the mentioned area is Paris. So now you have to ask yourself, is is the person in Paris or is the person not in Paris? So the answer is not in Paris. So that's why we use been. Now let's look at the next one, number three. With in a hot air balloon. It was great. Okay, so now is the person in the hot air balloon or is the person not in the hot air balloon? I want somebody to answer.
Not.
Who was that? Vivian? Was that you, Vivian? Oh yes, it was
Yes.
Vivian. Okay, so what was your answer just now?
Not.
Not. Okay, so not means been. Yes, correct. The answer is we've been in a hot air balloon. It was great. Okay, because the person is not inside the hot air balloon. Okay, Let's look at the last one. Scott hasn't to school yet. He's still here. So the mentioned area is school. Oh, wait. Okay, wait 1 minute. Okay, so the fourth one, the mentioned area is not school. It is at home. He's still here. How am I supposed to explain this? He's still here, so that means he hasn't gone anywhere. The mentioned area is home. Okay, so he is still at home. So that means Scott hasn't gone to school yet. He's still here. Okay, I hope you understand that. Okay, you need a lot of practice, and by doing a lot of practices, you get your experiences. Okay, even I cannot explain something very well sometimes because I don't have enough experience yet. I know it's like that, but I cannot explain properly why it's like that. Okay, so that's why we need to do a lot of exercise. Okay, so let's look at the last activity. For the last activity, activity 5, you will need to complete the paragraph with the present perfect form of the verbs in brackets. Okay, so now you have to complete this text living with the Amish. Okay, um, you can use these notes here. Remember, for affirmative present perfect sentences, you don't have not. You only have has and have. But for the negative present perfect sentences, you have not. Okay? So now we have seven. We have seven and we have 8 people. So I am going to assign each of these blanks to one of you. Okay, so the first one will be Adi. Okay, Adi, I will ask you for the first blank, for the answer for the first blank. Okay, number 2, Azrik. For the third one, Azib. For the fourth one, Karen. For the fifth one, Razik. For the next one, Ibrahim. And the next one, Peter. And for the last one, wait, we only have 7 blanks. Okay. Okay, never mind, Vivian, because you've answered some questions just now. Okay, so you don't have to do this one. Okay, so these 7 students, please get ready with your answers. Okay, I am going to give you about 3 minutes to find the answer for your blanks, and then after that, we will discuss the answer. Is that okay with everyone?
Okay.
Yes.
Okay, good. Okay, please start now. Okay, are you ready?
Yes.
Yes, okay.
Yes.
Okay. The first one is supposed to be Adi. Adi, what is your answer?
Has choose.
Has what?
Has choose.
Oh, that is wrong. You know why? Choose. It's supposed to be, oh,
Chose.
it's supposed to be past participle of choose. And the past participle of choose is, what is the past participle of choose? Chosen. Okay, so this is wrong. It's supposed to be chosen. Okay, the subject is wait. Okay, so the answer is supposed to be has chosen. Where should I write the answer? Okay, I'll just write it over here then. Okay, so everybody, please check your answer. The answer is supposed to be has chosen. Okay, let's see. Number two. Number two is supposed to be Azrik. Azrik, what is your answer?
Live. Live.
Live? Only
Yes.
live?
Live.
Live? Hello, this is supposed to be
No.
present perfect.
Live.
Live.
Yes.
Okay, now Azrik, remember you are supposed to write present perfect sentences. Okay, so to write present perfect sentences, you need to have these two things. Okay, one, two. Why not the subject? Because you have already been given the subject, which is Charlotte. Okay, so you need to write the present perfect. So Charlotte, is it singular or is it plural? Singular, plural, Charlotte. Azri, is Charlotte singular or plural?
Singular.
Yes, for singular, we have to use has. Okay, so Charlotte has. Now we also need to include past participle. What is the past participle of live? The past participle of live is, can somebody give me the answer?
Live.
Yes, lived with D at the back. So this is the correct answer. Has lived. Okay, so number two, the answer is has lived. Okay, let's look at number three now. Number three is supposed to be Azib. Oh, somebody just, who was that just now? Oh, somebody wanted to come in, but I tak sempat nak tekan yes. Dia keluar balik. Okay, so let's look at number three. Azib, what is your answer?
Hasn't been.
Hasn't been. Okay, good. Okay, so here the answer is correct. Hasn't been. Okay, why do you use hasn't? Because the subject is she. Okay, so if it's she, you have to use hasn't. Why not has? Because dia ada perkataan not. Okay, so she hasn't been. Why been? Because been is the past participle of be. So that is the correct answer. Very good. Hasn't been. Okay, next. Karen, what is your answer?
Has just arrived.
Very good. Has just arrived. Okay, now let's look. Okay, again, the subject is she. The subject is singular, so you have to use has. Okay, and then there's an extra word there, just. So you just put it after has. So has just arrived. Arrived is the past participle of arrive. Very good. Has just arrived. Okay, next, number 5. Razik, what is your answer? Razik? Razik, are you there? Tengah makan ke? Razik, kamu tengah makan ya? Cikgu rasa kamu tengah makan ni. Sedap ke kamu makan? Kamu makan apa tu, Razik? Okay, Razik is busy eating. Vivian, can you answer, Vivian?
Have come.
Have come. Okay, let's see some members of the Amish family that she will be staying with. Okay, very good. Okay, the subject is some members. Very good. Okay, some members have come to meet her. Yes, that is the correct answer. Kita cepat sikit lah. Razik tengah makan, cikgu pun lapar juga. Okay, number 6, Ibrahim. What is your answer?
She has left.
She has left. Very good. Okay, has left. That is the correct answer. And the last one, Peter, what is your answer?
Hasn't brought.
Brung? No, not
Brought.
brung.
Eh?
Brought. Okay, very good.
Brought.
Okay. Hasn't brought. Okay, very good. Correct. Okay. So these are the correct answer. Okay. So you can check your answer after you've completed your exercise. You can check your answers at the back. Okay, so here are the answers. Okay, so why do you need to check your answer? To check if you are wrong. If you don't know why you are wrong, you can ask me. Okay, but if you know why you are wrong, then you don't have to do. You don't have to ask me. You just do the correction and then consider yourself done after you've sent your picture to me. For if you did not come for the Google Meet. Okay, so that is all for today's class. Okay, you don't have to do anything after this. For those who are present here, okay, you don't have to do anything. You can pergi makan macam Razik. Okay, so that is all for today's class. Do you have any question before we leave? Do you have any question?
No.
No question. No question. Okay. So if that's all, okay, thank you very much for coming to the Google Meet class. See you again next week. Okay, bye-bye.
Madam.
Thank you, madam.
Bye-bye, Karen. Bye-bye. Okay, bye-bye, Aziz.
Bye, madam.
Bye-bye.
Thank you.
Okay, you're welcome.